Okay, so hello and welcome back. We now want to start looking at a few more examples of multiplying binomials, and this is going to be example number 2. Remember, you don't just watch me. You need to write this down in your book. You need to learn actively. You need to pause, play, rewind, and make sure you understand the video correctly. So let's take another one. We're going to start with this one. It's 3x minus 5y multiplied by 2x plus y. Okay, so for each of these I'm going to show you two methods now. I'm going to say the one method is where we take the first term in the first factor and we say 3x and then we multiply that entire thing by 2x plus y. Then we take the second term minus 5y, which is this one over here, and we multiply that by the entire thing over here, 2x plus y. Okay, so let's see. Let's multiply that out and let's see what we get. That's going to be that times that times that, this times this, and this one times this one. So let's see, what do we get? Okay, so let's start with the signs. That's a positive and this is a positive. Positive multiplied by a positive is positive. 3 multiplied by 2, 3 times 2 is 6, and x times x is just x squared. Okay, let's do the next one. Positive times a positive is still positive. 3 multiplied by the invisible 1 that we see over here, because how many y's are there? There's only one y, so we just write y. And so we say that's 3, and then x multiplied by y is just x times y. Let's do this one. A minus times a positive is a negative. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, and x multiplied by y is just xy. Okay, then a minus times a positive is a minus. 5 times the invisible 1 is just 5, and y multiplied by y is just y squared. Okay, now again, this is counting x squareds, this is counting y squareds, and so there's no other x squareds and y squareds, but this thing over here, xy, is exactly the same as yx, and these two things are considered like terms, right? So I'm just going to put that over there, LT, like terms. And so let's add up the like terms, and we say that's going to be 6x squared minus 5y squared, and then we just add these. 3xy minus 10xy is going to give me negative 7xy. So none of these items now have got like terms, and so therefore we can say that this has been completely simplified. So I want you to pause the video there and I want you to work through that same example again, and then I want to redo this example using a different method. Okay, 3x minus 5y multiplied by 2x plus y. Let's look at this. So the alternative method, instead of writing out each factor, like 3x and multiply that by this entire thing, or 5y and multiply it by this entire thing, there's another method. This method says, let's do that, the first times the first, the last times the last, right? And then these two and these two on the outers, right? The firsts, the lasts, the inners, and the outers. Sometimes I think this method is called FOIL. First, outers, the first, the outers, the inners, and the lasts. Okay? So first the outside ones, and then the inners last. So let's see what this does. It says I can multiply this 3x by that 2x. Let's do that one over there. 3x times 2x, that's positive 3 times positive 2, which is positive 6, and x times x is x squared. Okay? Then we do the last one, and we say, which I'll write on this side, minus 5y times positive y. A minus times a positive is a minus, and a 5 times the invisible 1 is just 5, and y times y is y squared. So I would have done I would have done this piece over there. Ooh, it's a tick. Let's just undo that. And I would have done this one over here. I did the minus 5y times y, which is minus 5y squared, and I done the 3x multiplied by 2x, which gives us positive 6x squared. Okay, so now I'm going to do these blue ones over here. That's minus 5 times positive 2x. So that's going to be a negative times a positive is negative. That's this one over here, this first line. And then the 5 multiplied by 2 is 10. And then x multiplied by y, or y multiplied by x, is just xy. And then this one over here, that's a positive times a positive, which is positive. I'm talking about this one here. 1 multiplied by 3 is just 3, and x multiplied by y is xy. And now let's simplify that. That's 6x squared. These two are like terms. Minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7. Xy minus 5y squared. Okay, so let's look at another example.